So I'm pleased to introduce two very special guests, and I've known them about as long as I've been working at the university, which is going on 16 and a half years almost, if people could believe that. So Rich and Sandy Alpern are here. Rich graduated in 1969, Sandy graduated in 1970. They've been very, very involved with the university through various endeavors. Rich through Harpur Law Council. I remember when I joined the university staff, Sandy, you were on the Alumni Association board.
Yes.
And you met here at Binghamton when it was Harpur, and before all this huge and cool stuff that we have. So welcome back. It's great to see you both.
Well, it's great to see
Great
you
to
too,
be here.
Steve.
Thank you. So what are your thoughts on being back here? I mean, I feel like you're at every event, whether it's on campus or in the New York City area, but what's it like to be back here for a homecoming, especially after having the interruption with COVID and not being able to do some of the things that we were used to doing?
It's been wonderful. It's so great. We love coming back for homecoming. We try to come every year, and it's not just to see the alums, it's to see people like you, people who work for the university, who we know and have gotten friendly with all these years. And some, obviously some alums too. Rich has meetings with his Harpur Law Council and the Dean's Advocacy Council.
Right.
And it's terrific. It's an air of excitement. We love seeing the new campus. We're so proud of our school.
I was going to ask your thoughts on, every time you come back, there's something different. And to reflect on Harpur College at the time that you were students and what that was like, and to contrast it with the Binghamton University of today, what is that like to see all the changes and things that are very cool, but at the same time feel like, okay, it's not exactly as it was when I was a student?
It's amazing to see the changes. When we were here, there was probably about 2,000, maybe 2,500 students. Now there's something like 16,000 or 18,000. 18,000. Campus was much smaller, and the dorms were much more basic. But what we see now, when you walk around the campus, which is always a lot of fun, you see the students, and there's a sense of vitality. And then when you go various places, like we were in the library today and see them all studying again, and more opportunity to study, but it's just great. And one factor also that impresses us so much is how beautiful the campus has become, all the landscaping. I mean, in addition to the buildings, I mean, there's so many buildings, obviously, but the landscaping is just tremendous. And it's a beautiful, happy appearing campus.
Yeah, definitely. I got in a conversation with somebody about that the other day, that in the years I've been here, it's definitely taken on a warmer feel where there's a lot of landscaping and it draws more on the natural beauty of the area. And I'd have to imagine, what a huge draw that is, especially I grew up down in New York City, you come up here, this is so different. And that's one of the best things about it is just the setting of it. And so take us back to the time when you were students. How did you meet? Because I don't know that I've ever heard this story, and I think it would be kind of fun to hear it.
So we didn't know each other, but a friend of Rich's roommate knew someone who knew me and my roommate, and gave Rich the phone number of our room. And he called us, and I was the one who answered the phone, and the rest is basically history. We started dating, and we dated all through college. I was a freshman, he was a sophomore, and we got married the minute I graduated. In fact, a few minutes before I graduated. I was just telling somebody the date on my phone, my password for my phone is our anniversary. We got married in December, and I graduated in January.
Wow.
And we're still married all these years. So
Happily married.
Yes.
Happily, yes.
We're still happily married. Thanks for the correction, honey.
Why have you remained so connected to Binghamton? So you were involved in the alumni board, and you've been involved with Harpur Law Council and advocacy, and what is it about Binghamton that is so valuable and so important to where you've made an effort and made a conscious effort to go to events and do things and volunteer, and why should others do the same?
I would say it's in recognition of the wonderful education that we had when we were here, and the opportunity to give back in whatever way you can. And I'm talking about giving back to the students. That's always been very important to me. And to the extent, you can do things financially, that's fine. But the opportunity to give back to the students, to have meetings with students, to programs with students, and we have the best students, the best faculty, and the best administration. And I think it's a very important thing to do.
We've maintained the connection. I think once Rich started the Law Council and was on the Advocacy Council, I think that the opportunities to learn more about what was going on at the university really pulled us in. It was just so exciting, the things that were happening here, and the students just seemed so focused and smart, and it was just, we wanted to support that, and we were happy to be able to, and we've really been thrilled to continue to be involved.
Well, it's always great to hear the firsthand perspectives, and so as staff we can say be involved, and it only goes so far, and to hear from people who genuinely have that passion for the university, to stay connected for such a long time and to do things where it's just easy enough to get caught up in your own life and the many things going on and not have that lifeline back to Binghamton. And so we certainly appreciate it very much, and hope that other people watching will feel inspired to do whatever it is that fits into your lifestyle wherever you are. You can be on the other side of the world and still be involved with Binghamton. That's the beauty of it, especially with the technology that we have today. And I'm so glad we were able to catch up while you're here. It's great to see people again, and to have the richness of these in-person experiences that we really missed so much when we had the interruption during COVID.
Right.
So
Well,
thank you
we're thrilled
both.
to be here. Thank you for asking us.
Thank you.